Hi everyone, welcome to claimingmypower.com. I'm claiming my power, you claim yours, and nothing can stop us, can it? This is about fitness and finances. That's how we're going to become powerful, because those are the two areas that I think most people need help in. I'm going to go hand in hand to me, because if you feel better, you can earn more, as far as I'm concerned. So let me go over some things. I just now finished doing my Dance Central for 20 minutes. Thank you very much, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. One thing that I was thinking about today are just smarter health choices as far as fitness. One of the things that I used to do back when I was feeling powerful and energetic was eat breakfast. And I don't do that anymore. I sometimes wait until like 4 p.m. to eat. So I got breakfast this morning. This is not about diet for me, so I got Frosted Flakes. But let me tell you a little win for me. Usually, I'm just going to admit it, I would get the Frosted Flakes in the bowl, and I would take the sugar container and just kind of use the spoon and scrape out sugar all over it so that it was like a mountain on top of my Frosted Flakes. I don't know why. I think sugar is really an addiction. I know it is. But anyway, I didn't do that today. I just ate Frosted Flakes with my 1% milk, which I like. And that was enough sugar for me. I don't know why I ever added the sugar, but I did. Maybe it was just a habit. I also switched to something that looks like urine, but is not. It's peppermint tea. And what I plan to do, the one thing that's been bugging me, I really enjoy my Cokes, full Cokes. I still have some Cokes left right there. And I don't want to ever have to deprive myself of something, but with Coke, I feel like I am addicted, like I can't do without. I've tried to go without, and I've maybe gone a day, but the next day I had to have a Coke. And what bothers me about that is not that I'm drinking Coke, because it's not a calorie issue. It's the fact that I can't not drink Coke if I don't want to. I feel like I have to have it, and so that bugs me. So what I'm doing is, like, I had my coffee this morning, I had my milk with my cereal, and then I turned to the peppermint tea. Now, peppermint tea is non-caffeinated. I haven't had a headache, maybe because I drank a cup of coffee, but with a Coke, you are getting approximately 10 teaspoons of sugar, and with my peppermint tea, which I made, of course, we're in the South here, so we drink it cold, we do not drink it hot, and I put 4 teaspoons of sugar in there, which is still very, very sweet. So I'm getting that really sweet flavor that I'm used to drinking all throughout the day, but no calories, and, well, I mean, the sugar would have some, but I'm just saying less sugar and no caffeine. As far as meals, I'm trying to just, instead of I really don't eat unhealthy most of the time anyway. I have eaten a lot of cheese and things like that, so what I try to do is, I'm making a 15-bean soup. I'm trying to make some things that have leftovers that'll be easy for me so that I don't grab junk on the go. I don't really normally do that anyway, but sometimes I do if I'm bored, or I'm sorry, not if I'm bored, if I'm working hard and I don't feel like stopping to fix something to eat, I will grab, like powdered sugar donuts or cheese or something like that, just to fill me up for a little bit, to give me a little bit more energy. So I'm making a 15-bean soup tomorrow. It sucks because you got to soak your beans, but if you don't, I've never seen those. They're really good and they're really healthy. So I'm not buying any more of the 12 packs of Cokes. It doesn't mean I'm not going to have Coke. If I go to the checkout counter and I see a bottle of Coke at the checkout counter and I want a Coke, I'm going to get a Coke. But I'm just not going to buy the big 12 or 20 packs or 24 packs anymore. I just don't want it sitting right there for me to tap into. So I'll buy one at a time if I want it. Did my Dance Central today. I didn't feel like walking. I just don't feel like going out today outside. So, and I bought this Dance Central 3 months ago and I hadn't used it. So I did that. I did about 25 minutes, which was good. Getting off the couch. I was out of breath. I was sweaty. I'll tell you what I did. I did the 2 of the warm-up songs, which were YMCA on the beginner level, and I got 5 stars. And The Hustle, which was beginner and 5 stars. And then I did a couple of the simple exercises. I just kind of go down and skip any songs I don't like. And so on the simple songs, I did 3 of those. I did the Macarena. I just love that song because that's from my club days back in the early 90s. And did beginner level 5 stars. And then I did Disco Inferno, beginner 5 stars. I don't like all the 70s songs, but I went ahead and did them. And then I did Justin Bieber's Boyfriend. Beginner, only got 4 stars on that because it had a little bit too much hip-hop move in it, and my body doesn't hip and hop in the same song. It can either do one or the other. So there's that. Felt good. I feel good. I feel energetic. Also, let me show you what I'm taking for health fitness wise. I take my vitamin D3 because one of my readers on my other blog, when I was feeling fatigued and didn't understand why, and my doctor didn't understand why, she's like, get your vitamins checked because it could be a vitamin D deficiency. And I was like, I don't think so. I drink milk. And so it was highly deficient, but you have to do D3 to get the benefits. So I do that. Biotin, because my hair thins whenever I get stressed, and it helps my nails grow, even though I've been biting my nails ever since I went to court to get the divorce. So it'll help again now. I love the biotin. B12, I do not take this every day because my levels went from a 300 to a maybe 13 or 7, no, I'm sorry, it was like 1700. It was horribly high after I started taking this. Sublingual, if you need any kind of a B12 help, God, this works fast. It just shot up there within 3 months. It was just it exploded. So now I only take that like twice a week. And then I started taking this, 1 a day energy. Has everything in it, and I love these. This actually has, what does it have in it? It does something to your, I don't remember what it has. Maybe a green tea or something like that. But anyway, it actually helps with your hunger if you have any kind of hunger issues like that. Oh, guarana. Is that how you spell it? Guarana. Anyway, that's the stuff that will help with your appetite suppression. I don't really need that. I'm okay with that. I know you're saying you're fat, you should be suppressing your diet, but I'm not. But anyway, it helps with that if you want that kind of 1 a day energy, and it does give you extra energy. So I just started that today. I probably won't feel any effect from it for, I don't know, weeks. Let me talk about finances now, and you're going to be here while I make a little decision. Went to my Excel spreadsheet today, called all my credit cards, it sucked, and found out that including tuition, money that I owe my mom from the past, which she doesn't want me to pay, but I'm going to pay, and the IRS, which we went to a higher tax bracket. I didn't withhold enough, didn't know, so we wound up owing. So all of that and credit cards combined, I owe $63,458. And that includes last year and this year's tuition. I'm still paying off a little bit of last year's. My kids go to a really expensive private school, but it's the best, and I love it, and that's not changing. $41,000 some odd dollars is sheer credit card debt, and that is appalling to me. The remainder is tuition, IRS, and my mom. Here's what was hard today. What I had been doing when I did pay off that $8,000 in debt last year is I would pay bills, and I would leave maybe $100 in there for groceries, and then whatever was left above and beyond that, like if it was $14.20, I would send that $14.20 to a credit card, and it was amazing how fast it paid down everything. So I had $12.49 today left over, and what I had forgotten is that I need to save up my $1,000 emergency fund. I really do need that. That's one of the tips from Dave Ramsey that I really enjoy, because what has been happening to me, and the reason I'm still in debt and maxed out on so many cards, is because I will start paying off credit cards and get this ball rolling, and I'm really excited, and then something like a car repair will happen. I had a couple of car repairs. I paid cash for my car, a brand new Honda Odyssey in 2005. I paid like $26,000 or something. And so I don't have a car payment, but I don't want a car payment, and so I want to hang on to that car. So it does need repairs sometimes. And whether, sometimes they're $300, sometimes they're $800 or whatever. And I want to have that emergency fund built up so that I don't have to go back and charge these cards. So it's a step I've got to just bite the bullet and take, and I don't feel like it, because it's going to take me a long time to get to that $1,000. So I'm going to feel like I'm not paying off debt, and that's going to suck. But I'm going to do it anyway. So I deposited that $12.49 into my savings account. So now I have $65.15 saved up to my emergency fund. It's getting there, right? So now let me tell you about the options for paying off my credit cards once we get there. And I don't know. I may here and there sneak a little bit extra money to this credit card that we're about to pay off. I have 4 options, and they are written down on pieces of paper, 4 of them, in my hand. Okay, and the options are to pay off the lowest amount owed, which is the Dave Ramsey way. It's the snowball effect. You organize your debt, and then you just pay off, the lowest card first, and you take that minimum payment and apply it to the next lowest, and it snowballs. The next possibility for me to pay off debt is paying off the highest interest, and that's the Susie Orman and most financial experts way. You take just your highest interest rate and you pay that off because you're saving money that way. That's actually the smartest way. Is it a way that I'm going to be doing? Probably not all the time, because the one that's the highest interest rate, oh my god, I have some that are like 6%. The one that's the highest is my GE Pearl Vision when I put all our contacts on there and eye exams, and that's 29.99%. That's huge. Horribly high. And then I have all different levels. I have 6%, I have 9%, 15%, all that stuff. And then the other two ways are the lowest available credit. The reason that that's an option for me is because when I run my credit report, and I haven't done that, I need to do that this year. I'll do it maybe next week. One of the things, the only thing, like, it'll list your pros and your cons. My credit was, last time I checked, actually good. It was over 700. But the only dings against it were my debt to credit ratio. So in other words, my cards were too high. They were maxed out too high. Like, you need to be 50% or below. And from what I've heard, it's better to be like 30% or below on your credit card. And so that's one option. And then the other one is the highest minimum payment. I have some payments that are like a minimum of $135 a month. I would like to get those down to $25 a month because I think that would just ease the burden and I'd be able to pay off more. But, so those are my 4 options, and I kind of want to mix it up. So what I'm going to do is take these 4 options, and for the first one, I'm going to draw one, and that's the first card I'm going to pay off. So if it says highest interest, then I'll pay that highest interest off first. And then after that card is fully paid off, I'll take these 4 options again and draw again, because I want the highest interest back in there. It may end up that that's the way I do the entire debt, but I want all 4 options in here each time, and I want to draw and see how it guides me, how fate guides me. So, you're going to be here as I draw. Ready? Don't know what's what. It's going to be this one. What's it going to be? So exciting. The lowest amount owed. It's going to be the Dave Ramsey way. So, it's JCPenney's for an even $150 because I charged a gift card and actually a couple of gift cards for Christmas there. Shouldn't have done that, but I did, and so now I'm paying for it. So, $150. I want to say I'll alternate. I mean, I want to say that I would just get my emergency fund, but maybe I'll alternate that too. Let's do that. Let's alternate. Okay, I'm gonna alternate my extra payments towards my JCPenney's card with extra payments towards my emergency fund. So that way I feel like I'm making progress on both ends, because this is my power, my rules for me, and I don't have to follow anyone else's plan. So that's that. I'm going to finish up my day, run to the store, do all that good stuff, and let me know like what you did today in your fitness and finances, how you felt powerful, what decisions you made to take back that power, because that's what this is all about. Oh, by the way, I'm having this guy design a header for me for my site, because mine is just crudely made by me in Paint, and I gave him, he asked me, do you have any pictures or anything, because this is just a Fiverr version. And I found this great picture that just reflected what this site is for. And it's a picture, it's like dirt and grass or whatever, and then there's this plant growing up from it. And the plant is going like this, and it's got this big rock on it, this big heavy rock, and it's growing anyway. And I loved that. So I gave him a little tagline with that picture and told him to work with that. So we'll see what happens. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.